Welcome back to the Cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now there is a brand new fractal on the Ethereum charts showing a price target at $5,000 per Ethereum just next month. But in the shorter term, Ethereum is running into a very important point of resistance, so this is a deciding moment. Definitely make sure you're watching all the way to the end of this video so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame, and the first thing we will take a look at is the fact that we've seen a perfect bounce along the 100 exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart, which was coming in at just below $4,000, and of course we had that line of support there at just below 4,000, which Ethereum did actually dip below that horizontal line, but obviously that bounce that Bitcoin had off that $58,000 level of support carried over to Ethereum, and that is one of the major reasons why Ethereum is getting a nice bounce here. But if you notice, Ethereum from these support levels that we were talking about over the past few days has now bounced straight into this exact point of resistance. First of all, this white line just here was the previous upwards trending line of support for Ethereum, but of course Ethereum broke below that line, and so right now that white line is technically acting as resistance for Ethereum, at least in the short term, and obviously a break back above that would be very bullish for Ethereum. But of course, while the price is still below it, that can act as resistance. And not only that, we've also got this horizontal range resistance at around the same sort of prices. So right now that's starting at approximately 4,220, and that's going up towards around 4.3k. And the reason behind that range of resistance is simply because of, look at all these previous candle closes here. We've closed all of these 4-hourly candle closes at pretty much exactly 4,220 to 4,230. So that's why I've placed the bottom line of that range of resistance right there. And then the top line of that range of resistance is mainly going off these two candle wicks. And also if you're zooming into the 2-hour chart, we had a candle close right up here at the top of this range of resistance at around 4.3k. Anything above that, then of course the all-time high is coming in at around 4,380. So pretty close to 4.4k, which can act as a bit of short-term resistance as well. But before we can get to the all-time high, of course, this range of resistance is the first thing to pay attention to. Another great thing that we're seeing right now on the 4-hour chart is looking in the price oscillators, so the RSI and the MACD. First of all, the RSI has come pretty close down towards the bottom of this RSI band, which previously in this uptrend, every time Ethereum has done that in the 4-hour RSI, come down to these lower levels in the lower half of the RSI band. That has normally come in confluence with the bottoms of these short-term cool-offs just before Ethereum is getting ready for another move to the upside. And these bottoms in the RSI also coincide usually with bullish crosses in the 4-hour MACD. Now, the bullish crosses in the 4-hour MACD are slightly delayed after we see the bottom form in the RSI. But just taking a quick look at these bullish crosses here in the 4-hour MACD and placing some vertical lines at these exact crosses, what we can see here is the moment we saw these bullish crosses, Ethereum almost immediately had a decent gain to the upside up until the next point of resistance both times here. And if you're looking right now in the 4-hour MACD for Ethereum, we're very close to having a bullish cross. In fact, if Ethereum basically hangs around these current values for the next 4-hour candle, then it's extremely likely that within the next 4 to 8 hours, we're going to see a bullish cross here on the 4-hour MACD, which is potentially the signal to us that we are getting ready for a further move to the upside, as we saw the last 2 times here. Now, we did see a small bullish cross just back here, as you can see. So if we take a look at that one, we did end up seeing just a small gain to the upside in the price of Ethereum before a little bit more of a pullback. But if you're looking at that bullish cross, it wasn't anything major. If you're looking at the momentum, the MACD was basically just heading sideways, and there was almost no gradient in the histogram. But these previous 2 times back here, looking in the MACD, we had steep fluctuations showing strong momentum, and also in the histogram as well. The moment we flipped bullish, we had a very strong push to the upside in the histogram both times here. So that is what I'm going to be paying attention to moving forward for this bullish cross. I'm going to make sure that the MACD here sees a bit more follow through rather than seeing a flat bullish cross like the one that we saw most recently. And if you're paying attention to the RSI for Ethereum on the 4-hour chart, we're currently running into a bit of resistance. This is right now coming in at around 57 on the RSI. And so if the RSI could break through that point of resistance, then that would also show us that Ethereum is gathering strength behind it for this next possible move to the upside. But of course, we still can't ignore this range of resistance, because it's only really once we get above that range of resistance, that is when we can finally see a continued move to the upside. And talking about a continued move to the upside, where could we expect Ethereum to go next? Well, first things first, as I just mentioned, we still can't forget about those short-term points of resistance. For example, that range of resistance that I was just talking about and the all-time high level also acting as resistance. And we have a couple other price targets on the chart that I'll talk about in just a moment. But for now, I'll be talking about this huge fractal on the Ethereum daily time frame. For the beginners out there, a fractal is basically just previous price action, which strongly resembles the current price. And you can see back here, this is where I've taken that price action from back in August. But by simply copying this price action and moving it over to the current price, what we can see here on the daily time frame for Ethereum is the fact that Ethereum has been following these price movements very closely over the past couple of weeks. We've had that move to the upside leading into a bit of sideways price action, and even that small dump to the downside over the past couple of days is still perfectly following along with what we saw back here, because at the end of July leading into the beginning of August, we had a very strong bullish move for Ethereum, which then led into a bit of sideways price action, and then we had a bit of a short-term cool-off, a bit of a pullback in the price of Ethereum, exactly like what we've seen just recently. And then Ethereum back then had a pretty quick bounce to the upside up towards the same sort of levels where we began that short-term cool-off, similar to what we've seen just recently. And so what happened next for Ethereum? Well, basically for the next 1.5 to 2 weeks, we stayed in more of a sideways range for the price of Ethereum. So we didn't really do that much for the next 1 to 2 weeks. But as you can see, what happened later was a major move to the upside for Ethereum. And so basically, if Ethereum just continues to follow along this previous price action, then we could be in for a bit more of a sideways consolidation for the next 1 to 2 weeks approximately before another bullish move to the upside that could possibly take us up towards 5,000 US dollars per Ethereum. And that is sitting at around the middle of November. So just next month, $5,000 per Ethereum if we continue to play out this fractal. But it's important to mention that just because this happened in the past, it does not guarantee that it's going to happen again. So I want to make that extra clear. I am not saying that we are definitely going to hit 5,000 next month. I'm simply pointing out this fractal on the chart and how we're currently resembling this previous price action very closely. And I'm basically saying if we continue to follow along exactly like what we did last time, then that would put Ethereum towards 5,000 next month. And what's very interesting about the similarities between the current price and what we saw back in August is the fact that we're also seeing some strong similarities in the price oscillators. Looking in the RSI, first of all, we had a decent move to the upside both times round in the RSI that coincided with the bullish move in the price. And then as we entered a bit of this sideways consolidation initially for Ethereum both times round, we actually saw a bit of a cool off in the RSI, a bit of a short-term pullback, even though the price of Ethereum on the daily chart was basically just going sideways. So straight away, we have that extra similarity in the RSI on the daily time frame, and also looking in the MACD on the daily time frame. Right now, we're actually getting very close to a potential bearish cross. We have not confirmed it just yet, but you can clearly see that the MACD is losing a bit of that bullish momentum. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be looking bearish if we do end up seeing that bearish cross, because as you can see back here, we did end up seeing a bearish cross in around the middle of August. And that was basically a signal that we are due for some sideways consolidation, because once again, a bearish cross in the MACD doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to be looking bearish. It just means that we are losing a bit of the bullish momentum, which can also mean sideways consolidation for the price of Ethereum. And then pretty much the moments that we were just about getting that bullish cross in the daily MACD, that was right around here. That basically coincided with that next major move to the upside. So we're not only seeing strong similarities in the price of Ethereum between the current price action and what we saw back in August, but we're also seeing very strong similarities in both the RSI and the MACD. And I want to hear what you think about this in the comment section down below. Do you think that this is going to end up playing out and we could see a $5,000 Ethereum just next month? Or do you think that it's not as likely for Ethereum to play out this same price action again and we could see something totally different? Whatever you're thinking, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll try read as many comments on this video as possible. And by the way, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter if you're not already. It's completely for free and you're going to be getting all of these huge opportunities in other altcoins that I don't even cover on the channel. But I have been getting a few suggestions to get Matic, aka Polygon, on the channel, considering the fact that over the past 5 days, we've been looking at this huge breakout opportunity over on my Twitter. So for those of you that followed me on this trade around 5 days ago, big congratulations, because so far we are having a very successful breakout. And by the way, you'll find a link to my official Twitter in the description down below if you want to get all of these extra opportunities. And if you enjoyed this video or got something valuable out of it, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. I really do appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. We're still on track to hitting 100,000 subscribers subscribers by the end of the year. I reckon we could hit that goal, especially if we all work together with you guys sharing these videos around. And before you click off the video, for the new viewers on the channel, make sure to check out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a trading tutorial video showing you how I trade crypto and a passive income video showing you how I earn passive income every day in the crypto markets. But anyway, that is really everything I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.